CBS 12 starts now with breaking news.
This breaking news from Palm Beach International Airport tonight.
This is CBS 12 News at noon.
Sky 12 over the scene as investigators continue to search today for two people who went down in a plane on the edge of the Everglades.
This is CBS 12 News at 6.
Now at 6 o'clock, 40 drug dealers behind bars tonight thanks to Operation Crackdown in St. Lucie County. Deputies are serious about reducing crack in the county and gathering information about drug traffickers. We're covering the Treasure Coast tonight.
CBS 12 starts now with breaking news.
Things off with breaking news this noon. A 4-year-old child has just been shot in a drive-by shooting in West Palm Beach. We want to take you live to the scene right now, and CBS 12's Chuck Weber has just gotten there. So Chuck, where are you and what do you know?
I'm on North Windsor Avenue in the north end of the city of West Palm Beach. This salmon-colored house right over behind me there is the house where this little girl was hit by a stray bullet. A 4-year-old girl, we're told, sitting near the window of the house here on North Windsor, hit by a stray bullet from a drive-by shooting. The bullet entered her jaw, exited out her mouth, sent to St. Mary's. Injuries do not appear to be life-threatening. That is the very good news here. With me right now is Alan Ortman, the police spokesman with the city of West Palm Beach. And what was the lead up to this little girl getting shot?
Well, we had two gentlemen in the park walking just outside the park. They're walking westbound. A car pulled up alongside of them, began shooting at them. They ran, obviously, and they ran westbound on 31st Street. The occupants of the car continued to shoot, and ultimately 3 rounds struck the house there at 3215 Windsor. The small child was just sitting on a pillow, propped up against the window, when one of the rounds went through the window and struck her in the face.
And fortunately, you're saying that it does not appear that those injuries are life-threatening?
No, as the medic said, she was crying her eyes out, which is a good thing for them to have happen. It looks like it went through the jaw and out her mouth, so it didn't strike any vital organs at this time.
Very lucky little girl. And she was staying here with grandparents, I understand?
It looks like the grandparents were watching her and a little 2-year-old child as well. Grandparents did a great job of getting the children out of harm's way and getting treatment for them.
And the other child, there was another child there in the house?
And that child is fine.
Okay. And as far as the suspect vehicle?
We're looking right now for a newer model, white, gray Chevy Impala with silver spoked rims on it. We're not sure, 2-door or 4-door yet.
And don't know how many people inside the car?
At least 2, obviously, because somebody was leaned out the passenger window to do the shooting, but that's all we have right now.
Okay, and an active search for that gray car, the gray Impala, and hoping that they can track those folks down. The good news, though, again, the little 4-year-old girl who was just sitting over there in the window of the house behind me, she's going to be okay, apparently. She was in good shape. She was crying, but that bullet went through her jaw and out her mouth, so not life-threatening injuries, no vital organs affected by this. That's the good news that we have here from West Palm Beach, Suzanne.
Oh, so scary for those grandparents and for that little girl, Chuck. I'm glad she's going to be okay. Do you know, was someone walking down the street that was being targeted by the drive-by? Who was the target in all of this?
Well, now Alan Ortman just said that there were actually 2 men over here in a park that's right adjacent to us here. There's a little park. I think this is called Sullivan Park. He now says 2 men. Originally, we were told 1 person apparently was the target of this drive-by shooting. They were over here in the park, and then they were then moving from the park over here west across Windsor Avenue. And so then as they moved across to the west, across Windsor Avenue, apparently the car, the gray Impala, continued to move then up Windsor and made a turn onto 31st Street there. And so when that car turned down 31st Street going east, they continued to fire, according to police, back to the west here. And that's when one of those stray bullets hit the house. And I'm told about 4 rounds hit the house, and then the one hit the little girl who was sitting up there in the window.
Oh, so scary. All right, and once again, they are looking for a gray Impala, newer model, correct?
Right, with big rims, yes.
Okay. Chuck Weber reporting live from North Windsor in West Palm Beach. And Chuck, we're just very happy that that little girl is going to be okay.